Welcome to the shooting show. This week, Foxing Supremo Sir Robert Bucknell shows us how to attach an OPTIK to his rifle before taking us out on fox patrol. Plus we bring you all the latest news from the shooting world.
Yeah, that's the idea. We've got Swarovski scope, which is on my old Ruger, which is a number 3 in 223, which they no longer make. Good solid piece of kit on the top here, Swarovski scope. We're going to take this off and put it onto this rifle, which I'll come to in a second. So here's one we prepared earlier. I've had this Swarovski for a little while now, and like all top-end scopes, brilliant bits of kit. They allow you to see right down in those last few minutes or first few minutes in the morning. And of course, that's the time when foxes and deer come out. And so you're looking for something that just gives you that extra edge. And of course, in the morning when it's light's going up, you usually just have to wait a few minutes and you're okay. It's in the evening when light's going down and you don't have that time and it's just getting worse when a good scope pays off. And we've got some Sportsmatch mounts here, which I've got mediums and lows, I think, in 30mm. So hopefully I'll be able to pop this straight onto the rifle. Now this rifle, I think we're going to get away with the low. Anyway, we'll open up and see how it goes. Sportsmatch, good solid little bits of kit. They supply the key with it, which is useful. The little doobly that holds the whole thing together, and the number of times you come up to a rifle or look at somebody and they've gone, oh, let's put it round this way and put the whole thing together, and you look at it and you think, yeah, that's all very well, but that's right over top of the operating part where you're putting cartridges in, trying to get them out. It's another thing that's liable to drop an empty back into the action just at the wrong time. So don't put it on that side, fit it round the other way, and with a little bit of luck, you will never have the problem of an empty dropping back into the action, or go and strip some skin off as you're trying to drop a shell in. This is a new gun, a redesign of an old gun, but it's been around for a while. This is a cam, which I've used the design for years. It's got an M16 AR-15 type bolt, which is an 8-plug rotary. And so it's only got a 22.5 degree bolt lift, so any scope goes on the top here and it's not going to get caught. And it operates with a standard AR-15 M16 type magazine. So it's a neat little piece of kit, but the big thing on this is the new stock, which is plastic, but not. It's actually a Kevlar mix, and it's as light as light. This piece here on the end, which is aluminium, weighs about the same as the rest of the stock. Quite amazing. There's just no weight at all, but it's stronger than laminate or anything else. It's as tough as iron. Not going to do everything up silly tight. Right, we're nearly there. Yes, that's spot on. So I've got that one and that one tightened up, so I'll now do the other two and tighten them down And it's a bit like doing up all the bolts on a cylinder head of a vehicle. You go crosswise and don't do the same ones each side. Now, once I've got those tight, I'll then go to the other ring and tighten those down. And went out to zero in, 10 shots from start to finish, and seemed to go quite well. The scope was wound over for the previous rifle it was on, the mount was slightly out, brought it back in, 3 shots and it was lined up, and then brought it into zero, went back, that was at 25 yards, went back to 100, and away we went, put 2 rounds into a fox target, 9 and 10 shot, and that proved centre hit, so away we went. Go after a fox, or 2. No fox box on the back, just a lamp and a rifle. Found one straight away, called it in. Came in very well, but because it was confident, it was in cover, working its way through. Couldn't see it, kept moving. I don't think if James could even see it. Eventually it came out all of 30 yards away and stood there. That was a nice easy shot. Oh, there's your fox, James. Really long shot. I mean, that was what, 25, 30 yards? I'm glad I got the lining out of this Swarovski jacket, otherwise I would be carrying that as well. One dog fox with a hole in the front end. Came back, started talking, looking round, and there was a fox a couple hundred yards away. Called it in. Hadn't got the fox box on the back, and it was coming in nicely, and I thought, I'll pull it a bit closer in. James will get a better shot, look better on the film. Didn't come straight in, angled across, couldn't get the shot because there am I trying to get further and further across on top of hold the lamp and do everything at once, and that was it. James got a really good shot of the fox disappearing around the hedge, and that was the last we saw of it. That was end of that game. How did the kit work? Looking at some of the objects a long way off, using the fairly new LED tracer, Sport Lamp 150. It's a fixed LED, quite bright, but very powerful beam. There's 1 or 2 of these on the market, 2.5 hours run time on a fixed battery. Absolutely brilliant in the back of a vehicle. No cables, no nothing in the way, just get on and use it. But using that light, looking through the Swarovski, excellent. Really could see what was going on. Checking out 1, 2 little shiny things, 200-300 yards away. You make them out very, very cleanly. Very impressed. Good solid setup. I think this will not move and will provide a nice solid piece of kit for use in the future. There was Chris and the rifle, first fox, and I'm sure it's not the last one that this combination will deal with.
Robert there, sharing his wisdom. And now, it's the Shooting Show News.
This is the Shooting Show News. The big guns are backing the UK Game Fair. The biggest brands in the shooting world are signing up to exhibit in the fair's gun quarter. OPTIK's giant Swarovski is the latest to add its name to the list, and it'll bring the new Z8 scope for punters to see and test. Beretta, Seiko, Ruger and Merkel will also have a major presence at the show. And on the airgun side, British airgun maker BSA has confirmed it'll attend. Keep up with all the exhibitor announcements at ukgamefair.com. We'll see you there, Stoneleigh, on the 22nd to the 24th of July. Is the UK about to keep lead shot? A national newspaper has reported that the government is going to dismiss calls from John Swift's lead ammunition group to introduce a lead ban. The lead ammunition group caused controversy as half its members walked out, accusing the remainder of an anti-shooting bias. Now a DEFRA spokesperson has been quoted as saying, "We're struggling to find time to work out when we tell the world what we're going to do," which is nothing. Airgun licensing is one step closer. The Scottish Government will introduce the new licensing system on the 1st of January next year. Scots will have 6 months to apply for a licence for their airguns. Anyone with an existing shotgun or firearms licence will have until their renewal date to apply. For anyone opting to hand in their airguns instead, there will be no compensation. Get Airgun Shooter magazine every month for the latest on this hot topic. Scotland has passed its land reform bill, which will end tax relief for sporting estates and be able to force the sale of land in some circumstances. The radical bill was backed by 102 votes, with only 14 Conservative MSPs opposing it. A spokesperson for the Scottish Gamekeepers Association said job losses on Scottish sporting estates were now inevitable, and that it would do everything it could to limit the damage. And finally, shooting has a right royal supporter. It's Prince William. The Prince has won praise from Basque for his support of shooting's role in conservation in the UK and abroad. Basque's chief executive, Richard Ali, said Prince William is a champion of conservation, and his recent comments about commercial shooting show a deep understanding of the benefits of shooting. Properly regulated shooting plainly has a valuable role in the protection of habitats and wildlife. That was the Shooting Show News.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if you're not a member of Basque, it's time to join now. Basque, looking after your sport, looking after you. This has been The Shooting Show.